And 30 seconds, people.
Bonjour. They call me Donnie. Please to inform me of the number of players, why don't you? All by your Lone Star? No problem. First off, let's get your name.
We're almost at go. 10 seconds.
Bon voyeur.
Go with the bomb check.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4,
Look for the new Bible action figure, Larry the Leper, parts sold separately.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm finally on Hotmail. So feel free to email me. Couldn't find a partner? Gee, it's kind of like a metaphor. Do you know what that means? And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Shaggy's Roof Carpet. You'll never have to mop your roof again.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. All right, here we go. Okay, to get things started, I Heart Attack New York. In which country is a pizza lover most likely to find a I Heart NY style t-shirt that reads I Heart ZA? New Zealand, South America. The official abbreviation for South Africa, whether sending a letter or using an internet domain, is ZA. It's also the symbol for zinc aluminum. If you really love zinc aluminum, you should wear one of these I Heart ZA shirts. I mean, who doesn't love zinc aluminum? I'm never gonna sell all these shirts. And on its way, Snake It Off. Snake it all off. If wrestler Jake the Snake takes about as long to shed his skin-tight skivvies as it does his pet snake to shed its skin, how many consecutive Monday Night Raws will he miss while he's undressing? 2 Monday Night Raws, 8 Monday Night Raws, 24 Monday Night Raws, or... A snake shedding process typically lasts up to 2 weeks, or 2 Mondays. However, it only takes 2 hours for Jake to digest an entire field mouse. Take a stab at apostrophe feels so good, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off the names of 7 companies. For each one, tell me if the company has an apostrophe in its logo, or the company does not have an apostrophe in its logo. If there is an apostrophe, press the number 1. If there's no apostrophe, press the number 2. Each one right gets you $300. But get one wrong and lose more than just a punctuation mark. And you've only got 30 seconds. Okay, let's move. McDonald's, Walgreens, Wendy's, Harrods, Starbucks, Lowe's, Applebee's. Nerd! And if you're my mom, you just add an apostrophe S to the end of everything. Cookie, run down to the Walmarts, and if they don't have it, stop by Best Buys or Targets or Kmart's on the way back.
Everybody quattro, hey!
Open wide for a medical nightmare on Elm Street. Which of these frightening medical conditions would not cause Freddy Krueger to vigorously scratch himself with his finger knives? Psoriasis! Shingles! Correct answer, show yourself. Unlike psoriasis, eczema, and shingles, which cause itching, halitosis causes bad breath. Although it's probably safe to say Freddy Krueger has also not brushed his teeth in a long time. Freddy would certainly be scratching with shingles. And speaking of things that are shingled, you've won roof carpet from Shaggy's Roof Carpeting. For gutter-to-gutter plushness, nobody beat Shaggy's. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
I call this one I Can Has Cheeseburger in Paradise. Ever been to a Jimmy Buffett concert? His fans call themselves parrot heads, but I kind of lean toward calling them middle-aged, haven't been out of the house in a while, and I'm tipsy from this frozen daiquiri heads. Anyway, since they insist on calling themselves parrot heads, which accessory would be most appropriate if parrot heads had the same physical features as real parrots? A Hawaiian shirt with 2 neck holes? Get this, parrots are zygodactyls. For those of you who are not veterinarians, that means they have 2 toes in front and 2 in back. Parrot heads, like parrots, also seem to just say the same thing over and over again. Woo, I'm drunk! Woo, I'm drunk! That'll bring an end to our first round. And you've got a decent score there. Don't screw it up. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. Okay, how about it? Here we have pastry white thighs. It would most likely be the cake boss's favorite European queen, Queen Elizabeth I and Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, supposedly said let them eat cake when she was told her subjects had no bread to eat. That's something the cake boss would like to hear. Cake Boss is one suspenseful, nerve-wracking show. Is he going to use cream filling or fruit? I can't watch!
Question 7.
Pucker up, the color of genius. You know, I think it's time we hired a big-time fashion designer to class up the You Don't Know Jack look. If Donna Karen New York creates a designer You Don't Know Jack game box that uses the 4-color printing process, what will we get? A DKNY, YDKJ, and K... Donna Karen New York, or DKNY, would make a You Don't Know Jack game, or YDKJ, using the color model known as Cyan, Magenta, Yellow, and Key, or CMYK. And then we'll get Calvin Klein to make us some 4-color CK, CMYK, YDKJ underwear.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Say hello to pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening. It's true, when pizza's on a bagel, you can eat it any time. Even really late at night when you're watching a movie and falling asleep during the credits. Okay, I had this utterly bizarre dream where I was this really smart guy who used his intelligence to con people for a living. I even swindled my own mother, played in my dream by my real mom, into thinking I'm just your average son. And I vaguely remember making fake checks and having these difficult jobs, like a pilot. But here's the weirdest part. A couple of detectives are in pursuit, but they're not people, they're my cats, Mayonnaise and Poopsie. I forge a strong and complicated bond with Mayonnaise all the way until our cat and mouse game ends. What movie was I watching? Matchstick Man? Yeah, that's it. I watched the 2002 film Catch Me If You Can. In a related note, regardless of the movie, I always end up dreaming that Christopher Walken is my father.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm not nice.
It's time for You're That Clever Landmark, Aren't You? Which of these statements about famous landmarks is true? The Leaning Tower of Pisa is actually leaning. The Spanish Steps are actually in Spain. Red Square is actually in the shape of a square. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is in fact, in reality, in actuality, leaning. The only problem is if you send an email from inside the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The font comes out in italics.
Hold me, never let me go. And my dreaming question.
Next up, a one-god band. If the Hindu deity Shiva became a rock god, what's the most epic feat it could accomplish while using 2-handed instruments? Rocking 2 cowbells, shredding 3 rhythm guitars. It takes 2 arms to play all these instruments properly, and Shiva has 8 arms in total. That's 4 bass guitars. So Shiva's gonna get 4 times as many chicks as a normal bass player, which still calculates to 0. Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. People animals. Like Crocodile Dundee, but with real actual people. Good luck. There you have it! You're an animal. Nobody can tame you. But to avoid any overpopulation, we're gonna go ahead and have you fixed.
You don't know Jack!
Nice one, folks. Okay, Donnie, let us know what we're doing.
All right then. Have you any tinkling for jumping back into the proceedings?
Guten Tag, I am Pope Benedict XVI. When I enter a church, I always reach for the basin of holy water as a gesture of symbolic cleansing. But when I enter a gymnasium to either get my elliptical on or just to wail on my rock-hard abs, I reach for a bottle of vitamin holy water. Vitamin holy water replenishes my electrolytes while giving me godlike strength for higher reps and an even higher calling. It's sacred, refreshing, and loaded with vitamin G.
Bedroom bodies, feed a style factory. There's a tiny bun that's jumped out of the oven. She just couldn't wait for your kisses and loving. She lives in a uterus all cozy and warm. Just wait 7 months till she's reborn. She fits right into the palm of your hand. Her Malibu incubator gives her a tan. Bedroom buddies, fetus doll factory.
The Bedroom Buddies Fetus Doll. Because 9 months is just too long to wait for a hug.